Hi, my name's Mark. I'm the head chef at O'Connell Street Bistro. Today we've got a fantastic Christmas recipe using turkey. We're going to take a modern spin on it. We're going to make a schnitzel. We've got some cranberry sauce and we've got some light crushed potatoes. So first of all, we're just going to get the potatoes on and we just want to simmer them on a low heat until they're cooked. Cranberry sauce. You can't serve turkey without cranberry sauce, so we're going to make a quick one now. Cranberries, you can use fresh or frozen. Pop them in a pot. With a little bit of brown sugar. Some maple syrup. So it's looking like there's a lot of sweetness in there, but if you try one of these cranberries raw, they're really sour, so we need that sweetness to balance the cranberries. Some spices in here now, a little bit of star anise and some cinnamon, the zest of the orange. It'll give us a nice zing. So juice now. Then we're just going to cook this down on a low heat. Some flavourings for our potatoes, spring onions. You don't need to get them too thin because you want a little bit of texture in there. So for the shallot, pop it in half so you get a nice flat surface. Slice really thinly together and then carefully bring the knife towards your fingers and you get a nice fine dice. OK, a little bit of garlic. Just going to do some nice thin slices. A little bit of horseradish. Just take your time and you get these beautiful little strands of horseradish. All right, let's check our potatoes. So they're good to come out. Just going to drain those off. And then straight back on the heat for about another 20-30 seconds. We'll put a little bit more seasoning to start with and a few glugs of olive oil. And just lightly put your fork through the potatoes. You don't want it too fine and you don't want to turn it into mashed potato because it's crushed potatoes. A little bit of the garlic, pinch of shallots, some of the spring onions. Finish it with our fresh horseradish. That little stir around. Put a touch more olive oil in there just to loosen it. You don't want to make it too wet. Tiny pinch of salt, a little bit of pepper. That's good to go. So next job is the turkey. Just got some eggs here, some flour and some panko breadcrumbs. These are a little bit more coarse than normal breadcrumbs. We're just going to flavour them with a bit of salt and a bit of sage. Just give a nice flavour to the breadcrumbs. You can put any herb you like in there. You can even put some Parmesan cheese in there if you want. Right, turkey. This huge turkey breast here. So we're just going to trim it down, get it ready. So we're just going to take the fillet off. That's nearly the size of a chicken breast, meal for one. Take the skin off, any sinew. OK, and now we're going to do some nice slices. Try and keep them nice, even thickness. And that's going to be for our schnitzel. Okay, so you can just keep cutting it down, nice and thin. So this is the important part. I'm just going to crumb them. So into the flour, shake the excess flour off. Into the eggs, make sure it's all covered. So just drain the eggs off. And then into the crumb. Both sides, sprinkle a bit on, give it a nice pat. Shake any excess off, and there you go, easy as that. All right, let's just check our cranberries. There you go, our cranberries are cooked. It's really thick and sticky and intense, full of flavour. So they're finished, ready to go. All right, let's pan fry the turkey. A little bit of oil in there. We want to start with a high temperature and then cook it over a medium temperature. Pop it in, pop it away from you so it doesn't splash onto your fingers. All right, so we'll just check our schnitzel. Just have a look. Beautiful and golden, so flip that over. As the turkey's cooking, it becomes slightly firmer and you want to get a nice spring in there, so that's what I'm feeling now. So this is pretty much nearly ready. So time to make the caper butter. Capers in. You just want to fry them a little bit in the butter. A little bit of dill, we're just going to chop last minute and finish the sauce. And a bit of lemon as well, just to cut through that butter. And that's ready to go, so we can plate up now. All right, here are our turkey schnitzel. Beautiful and golden. Just going to pop them out on the board. So the potatoes on the plate. And this beautiful cranberry sauce. So for the schnitzel, either serve them whole like that, or if you're unsure if it's cooked, just give it a nice slice. Just have a look inside. So beautiful, nice and moist. It's going to be delicious. To finish, a few more of the capers over the top. And there you go, a new take on Christmas lunch. For more details on this recipe, go to foodtv.co.nz.